You are watching Strip Down's third episode of our 6th season. It's a big night tonight. Gracing us with her presence for the first time in 166 episodes, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on Strip Down, it's the lovely Kirby Criddle.
Sometimes I get so afraid to try what I think I might like, that unjustifiably, arguably, undeniably, it's the one thing that I really wouldn't mind. And I feel I'd be better off if you weren't really who you seem to be, in between the shades and in the spaces of the things you never say to me. And London Bridge, don't fall.
This is Stripped Down's third episode of season 6, and I wasn't being facetious. I wasn't being sarcastic when I gave you that awesome introduction. I'm very excited to have you on the show tonight.
Thanks, I'm really excited to be here.
Kirby Criddle, ladies and gentlemen. A few years ago, you were all over the Stripped Down radar. I was trying to get you on in like 2010 or something, and every time someone canceled, I was like, Kirby, you got to come on the show. And you're like, dude, I have like a 2-year-old or something at the time, and it just didn't work out. And then you kind of fell off the radar. So really happy you're back. Under basically identical circumstances. We had a cancellation earlier this week, so you dropped everything. You came on and you grabbed, give him a proper introduction.
This is my most favorite musician ever, Elias Edlund.
Do you have that like on a trophy on the mantle?
Yes.
Kirby Criddle,
2 different trophies.
Famous musician, favorite famous
And it's
musician.
on my resume.
Yeah.
And he's also fighting, I think, Smoke Killer for the number of times been on Stripped Down. That'll be like another.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. You officially, this is your
And that's
fourth
in 1 year.
appearance.
That's awesome.
Wow.
1 year, yeah, since last year.
That's got to be
Popular guy?
a brand new award. Yeah, I think Smoke Killer's been on here 5 or 6 times. I'll have to count. But Kirby Criddle, this exciting journey to Strip Down. I guess.
What actually happened was I had a baby in 2010, so I couldn't stop breastfeeding for 10 seconds to come on the show.
Oh.
Now she's 2. We're less attached.
Okay. Well, I apologize for all the texts back in the day where I was like, hey, drop everything and come. And you're like, dude.
Dude, I have a baby attached to me
I have a
at
baby.
all times.
That makes sense. So the motherhood transition from a newborn to 2-year-old, getting more sleep now, getting more relaxed, back into music.
No sleep,
No?
so I was really happy to get out of the house and come here and do this.
All right. Nice. And it's also kind of an early birthday, or?
Yeah, my birthday is on Monday, so
Okay.
I guess by the time the show airs, it will be my birthday. I'll be officially 27.
But as of taping time, it's not your birthday. However, after the taping tonight, you are running out to like your first of many birthday parties. Mm-hmm. That's exciting. You should have told me that, or maybe you did. We could have like made you like a cake and have done a big thing. We usually do birthdays pretty big here.
Really?
Someone usually ends up with a cake on them, but it, you know.
Elias.
Dibs out. Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I was going to leave
Elias.
you for that. Yeah.
Welcome back, Elias. Last
Thank
seen
you.
on Strip Down, our epic 150th episode last February, coming out of the Besborough Hotel.
Yeah.
Arguably the greatest episode we've done. I mean, until tonight when Kirby Criddle
Until
graced
tonight,
us.
yeah.
But we went out of the Strip Down studio and we went into the Adam Ballroom. So
Really?
there was a little bit of history. It was quite the visual smorgasbord.
It was cool.
And I just made that up right now. That's not written down here. Kirby Criddle, let's get to know you.
Sure.
The music, when did it start? Are you from Saskatoon?
I was born in Regina and then moved around a lot, so I don't really feel like I'm from anywhere. But I live
That's
here
sad.
now, so I just feel like I'm from everywhere. I can go
okay.
anywhere and feel at
That's
home.
a better way to say that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm from everywhere, not from nowhere. Okay, when did you end up in Saskatoon?
I came here when I was 18.
Okay,
I lived in Canmore for a bit, and then I lived in Fort Vermilion, and then I moved here.
and since you've been in Saskatoon, is that when the musical career has kind of really taken off, or were you doing it when you were living everywhere?
Kind of, yeah. I was always into it. I would like write little songs at home on my like recorder or keyboard or whatever I had. And then, yeah, when I was 18, I bought my first guitar. I worked at the Pita Pit, and I bought my first guitar with the money I made from the Pita Pit.
That's pretty cool. That's a good story.
Yeah.
You're living the dream.
Yeah, totally. Worked in
So has it always been kind of the solo or duo? Have you ever tried to put the full band together? Or?
No, we kind of accidentally played a full band show, just for a couple songs for the CD release a couple years ago.
Okay.
But that was my first time ever playing with the drummer. Yeah.
And it just wasn't for you.
No, not that it wasn't for me. It's just, it's hard to coordinate everyone's schedules, and I'm a really busy person. I have 2 children. I know, like, I'm probably the hardest to get a hold of most of the time, so it's easy to just coordinate with Elias.
Elias drops everything.
I don't do anything.
You sit and wait
I
for
have
the
a
text
couch.
to come
Yeah,
in.
exactly. Yeah. Wait for the offers. Yeah.
Nice. When did you guys start playing together then?
Well, we met like quite a few years ago, and we kind of started playing together a little bit before Elias went to school, and then he abandoned me for Edmonton for 2 years.
Harsh.
Yeah, what a jerk.
I was getting berated here.
Then I forgave him,
That's
and
probably because you moved back.
he moved back. Yeah, and so yeah, we've been playing together now for what,
A year and a bit, maybe?
You, very busy man, obviously. Play
He
in the
gets
Rebellion,
around.
do solo shows.
Yep.
Back up Kirby Criddle.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
what does your schedule look like on
My
a
schedule?
on a typical week for
A typical
Elias?
week is
Lately, it's me,
Yeah.
like as in me.
Oh, is it Kirby?
Yeah.
no, it's I teach guitar, and then I have my day job, so that's literally 7 days a week, and then rehearsals.
We've been
We've
playing
had
lots
shows quite a
lately.
bit the last little while, and
Awesome. We have a lot of music to get to tonight, and we've got a lot of talking. So let's start with the first song that kicked off our third episode of season 6. Elias, you may notice a brand new set.
I know.
That's all thanks to Jay
Yeah.
Neufeld.
Good for
Most
him.
people's jaws hit the ground. We also have a brand new black floor, so
Oh, I didn't notice
they've
that.
really classed the place up in the last 5 months of Strip Down.
Congratulations, yeah,
I
I'm-
know, big things happened in our
Cool.
6th season.
It's quite
I
comfy.
was like, we got to get ready for Kirby Criddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring in the new floor. Let's build a new set. The first song we started the night off with, what was that?
That was called London Bridge.
And what is London Bridge about?
Um,
You seem like someone who probably takes a lot of time and writes powerful lyrics and has good stories behind all her songs.
I actually don't take a lot of time. All of my songs have been written in 10 minutes or less, but I have to get really, really upset first. Yeah, so.
Your songs come out of anger.
Or just being sad, or just being really emotional. I'm not very good at writing love songs for people.
Really?
Yeah.
That didn't strike me as that upsetting of a song or angry of a song. But I didn't really listen to the lyrics that close. I was running around. But
Yeah.
it's in there?
It's in there,
So there's dark lyrics kind of underneath happy music?
kind of.
That's kind of the Kirby
Maybe.
Criddle thing? Maybe? Okay.
We just cover it up. We're like, we're going to play a cute girl song for you. And then whoever it's about is sitting in the back of the bar being like, oh, God.
Ow!
Yeah.
That's fun.
And that's what it's meant to do.
Awesome.
Just crush that one person.
I like it. With laser accuracy. Okay, song number 2, Kirby Criddle.
Song number 2 is called You Are a Cyclone.
You Are a Cyclone. Is
Yeah.
there a good lead-up story to You Are a Cyclone?
Actually,
who are you
there
looking to
is.
put a bullet between the eyes in this song?
I'm actually not looking to put a bullet in between anyone's eyes with this song. We had some crazy weather in summertime, and there were lots of tornado watches and stuff. And one morning I woke up and I looked out my window, and all the branches from the trees outside my house were in the street. A branch had broken through a car window. It just looked really crazy, and everyone was like, oh, apocalypse, all this bad stuff is happening. And I was like,
No,
you
it's
know,
just windy.
it kind of just looks like the earth was ravished by the sky, kind of. And I sort of made up this love story in my mind about the earth and the sky. And
So this is a pretty new song.
yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's also about someone I was dating at the time, kind
There
of,
it is.
a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
No, but it's not a bad one. It's kind
okay.
of, yeah.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, you can.
I will sit over there and silently judge you as you play, okay? And judge the
Okay,
lyrics.
don't take it too personally.
It's not-
Don't let it crush your heart
It's
over
not
there.
about me, is it? Okay.
No.
All right. Maybe I'll have a song by the end of the episode.
Maybe.
Maybe.
10 minutes or less.
All right.
But you have to make me upset first.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I'm usually good at that. That's my forte, making women upset. All right, take it away, Kirby Criddle.
All men can do that.
Wind blows down the river, cedars limbs lighten
Kirby Criddle and Elias in the Shaw TV studio tonight. We're gearing up for our first commercial break, but before we do that, brand new song from the summer.
Yeah.
Before we take our first commercial break, what's the scope tonight? Is it all new material? Is it going to be old material?
It's a mix of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there'll be some songs where you can be like, pick up my disc, that one's on it.
Yeah.
Pick up my next disc, because that one's going to be on it.
Exactly.
Awesome. Look forward to more of that. We have to take our first commercial break, but lots more with Kirby Criddle and Elias coming up right after this. Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509. Or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon), 664-6640.
Do you know where your tap water comes from? It can come from one of two sources, groundwater or surface water. Surface water often begins as snowfall that accumulates in the winter and melts into our rivers and lakes. Cities will treat it to get rid of most of the impurities and then send it down the pipes, under the streets, and into our homes. The problem is, the quality of water is being damaged by our activities, and as our earth warms up, there may be less water available in the future. How can we look after our water resources? Find out where your water comes from and how it is being protected. Use less when you're showering, brushing your teeth, or watering your lawn. And never pour toxins like cleaning solutions down a toilet, sink, or storm drain as it ends up in our rivers and lakes. It's our turn to take care of this planet, and I think we can do a better job. What do you think?
You are watching Strip Down. We're back with the lovely Kirby Criddle, finally making a Strip Down appearance. It only took 166 episodes and
Only.
6 seasons, but here we are.
Just a couple.
So, has the show lived up to the hype so far? You said
Totally.
the only thing you've really seen of Strip Down, because you don't own a TV, was what's online, which was a lot of rebellion clips.
Mm-hmm.
And you were wondering if you should capture the Josh Palmer burn through the lens, but you're doing a little more laid back.
Yeah.
But that is a perfect bridge into Josh Palmer, because big story of Kirby Criddle this year obviously is winning the third annual, is it the third or second?
Third.
Third annual duo competition.
Yeah.
What did that do for the confidence, for the pocketbook, for opening doors?
That was really, really nice, actually. It was a really bizarre thing to do, like just playing covers and
Yeah, that was like the anti-Strip Down. They only did covers over there, and yeah, we can't do covers here. So
yeah, we had lots of fun. It was a lot of rehearsal. Like, we'd spend a couple, 14, 15 hours rehearsing one song, and trying to play it differently than whoever played it before us. And choosing songs was hard, but it ended up being lots of fun in the end. We made some new friends, and it was good.
Choosing partners.
Yeah, well, Josh just asked me to do it one day, and I was on a musical break then, and he was like, this is the perfect way to get you back into it. You've been getting a divorce for too long. Get back out there. And so I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I might as well. And as soon as we started playing together, I was like, wow, I really should never take a 2-year hiatus ever again.
Well,
so I won't.
In your defense, you had a child.
Yes.
That's the best reason to take a hiatus.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So you're back in there, you're spending 15 hours a day with Josh, hammering out covers.
Yep.
Josh seems like kind of like the, hey, we should do Queen. We should do, the huge theatrical, the big full band songs.
Yeah, a
and
little
were you
bit.
let's do some, I don't know, like Carrie Underwood or something? Or no?
Yeah, well, a little bit. Our song choices were,
what was that tug of war like?
Sometimes we butted heads a little bit.
Yeah.
he'd be like, let's do Fleetwood Mac. And I would be like, okay, but I'm choosing the song.
That's a good
Stuff
compromise.
like that, yeah. And I'm totally a slave driver. Like, I would think that if you just looked at us, you'd assume that Josh would be the, let's rehearse, let's get it perfect. Josh would be like, let's play it one time and just go out there and do this. And I'd be like, no, we're practicing a lot.
Sounds like it all worked out, though.
Yeah,
You
it
took
did.
home some money?
We did, yeah. We were really excited to win. I don't know if we really thought we were going to win. I mean, we just...
Was there a moment where you kind of turned that corner and thought, hey, we've got a shot at this? Because I know it's pretty overwhelming when you first start out and there's like 16 groups of people.
Well, we were in the top 2 the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, so we thought we had a pretty good shot of winning something, but, you know...
So what was the song that won?
We covered Adele's Rumor Has It, which is actually my least favorite song of hers, but we got a big marching band drum and put glitter on it, and we both played the drum at the same time at the end, and
See,
yeah,
you brought the theatrical.
it was really fun. I'd actually, before the competition, I'd never played percussion or like drums of any sort, and a couple times I played some and found it was really fun. I think I write better songs now because of the competition. It just made me think about adding other things to it, so...
Okay, so that's the big announcement. And the winner is Kirby Criddle and Josh Palmer.
I had the
balloons
ugliest
drop.
response
You had the
of
ugliest?
anyone probably. My mouth dropped open. I probably made a caveman noise. It was not
Something guttural.
probably. Yeah.
The shock wears off. What do you do with the cash? I'm wrapping up the duo talk.
It's whatever. Okay. We split the cash, and I was very relieved to receive the half of the $5,000 because it meant that I could finish paying off my divorce. And
Well,
those are expensive. Just relief. And then we're making 2 albums with the 10K20. We're trying to do both of them with $10,000, even though obviously, a lot of the time, you can't even really make one record with $10,000.
And when you say we,
Josh and I,
we're making one together.
We're
or
making one together.
Like a Rebellion one and a Kirby Criddle one, or no? You're making one
we're
together.
making one together, and we're also doing my next solo project.
Is it a cover one?
No.
Oh, I was gonna offer my album title, "Pull Down the Covers."
Oh, that's pretty saucy.
I've been waiting six seasons to drop that on someone, so I thought the stars were aligning, and I just pulled the trigger. It didn't work at all, but we should take another run at that and just pretend you are. Is it going to be an all-cover album? It should be called "Pull Down the Covers."
That would be funny, Curtis.
Hey, Elias is back.
Yeah.
Okay, but really, it's.
But what we're going to try to do is collaborate with as many local artists as possible, so it should be a pretty musically diverse album.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to get Factor on there, and maybe We Were Lovers we've talked to, and Jeans Boots. Nice. Yeah.
Jeans Boots is another young lady who's eluded us.
Not
these young
for
ladies.
long.
Okay, you have to be the bridge
All
between
right.
Strip Down and Jeans Boots, okay?
Okay, I can do that.
Speaking of musical diversity, let's slide gently back into another song.
Okay, sure. This is a gentle song,
Okay.
so it's called Knots in My Stomach, and it's off my first record, which we released in 2009, called Vena Cava.
When we come back, we'll talk about the old album and upcoming albums a
Sure.
little more. What's this one about? Hit me with a really good story.
This one is about this girl I was dating, and it was a long distance thing, so she would come visit, and I would, if I was touring, I would see her, and she was also dating someone else in Vancouver and thought that I didn't know. But I knew. Sometimes as an artist or a songwriter, you hang on to these situations that maybe aren't too healthy for you just to get a little more material out of them.
Well, that sounds healthy.
Totally.
Let's see what this brought. Take it away, Kirby Criddle.
This is before I hung on to it for too long. Knots in my stomach.
Today was a different day. I realized my heart was yours, and I would never ask, would never want it back. Tonight will be a different night, 'cause now I know that I am yours. I'll be sleeping all alone, knowing that you won't. And now my whole life is different. No more meaningless existence, but my aching chest is bereft of the heart you took with you when you left. Knots in my stomach keep me tongue-tied. Knots in my stomach have me tongue-tied. Knots in my stomach have me tongue-tied. When you leave And I guess it's not okay that there are things I want to say I haven't said, I haven't mentioned that I know. And sometimes people have to go, but until then we think they know, and then we realize they don't. Knots in my stomach have me tongue-tied. Knots in my stomach keep me tongue-tied. Knots in my stomach keep me tongue-tied. When you had Today was a different day. I realized my heart was yours, and I wouldn't ever ask, wouldn't ever want it back.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We are right smack dab in the middle of the episode, so we have to take our
Cool.
second commercial break. But when we come back, we'll talk about how people can get their hands on your music,
Perfect.
what's going on with Elias these days, and future shows, who you've shared the stage with. So that's a really good story too. So we have lots
Sure.
more to talk about with Kirby Criddle coming up after the break.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. And we are back with Kirby Criddle and the wonderful Elias. Is this everything you remember and more, Elias?
It's pretty much.
We've hammered out. It's your third appearance on Strip Down, but only the second time in the Strip Down studios.
Yes.
And with the fancy set, first time.
And yes, first
With
time
the
with the
fancy
fancy
set,
set.
that's true.
That was like a history collision.
It was.
So on the
I guess.
ride over here, Kirby's probably hammering you with 100 questions about Strip Down.
What's it like?
And what did you
What's
say?
Curtis really like?
Yes,
And
well, I hope you
said,
didn't answer that
I
truthfully.
didn't. I didn't.
She's already found out what I'm really like during commercial breaks.
Fair
but
enough.
People on TV at home don't get to see that part of me. But anyways, what did you tell her?
I don't know. Not
He
much.
gives you free pizza.
It's
Yeah, that's true. That the
Yay!
pizza. I did mention the pizza. That
Oh, the
Mr.
calling
Sicily.
card of Strip
And I
Down.
said,
Yeah,
"Is there
exactly.
bacon on this pizza?" He said, "Maybe."
There will be bacon for you, and that's not just because it's your birthday. During that last commercial break, though, usually I'm the one hitting you with crazy, but you're hitting me with a little bit of crazy, and you actually want to discuss this. You want to throw this out there, that you have a house, okay? Got the house, but you don't have a car, but you would
Yeah.
like a car.
I need a car.
So you're hoping for someone to donate you a car.
Yeah, totally.
Is
It
there a
could
second-
happen.
This,
Is there a
this is
second
the type
half
of thing
to
that
that
happened.
story?
No, that's it. She just.
So this is like one of those like PBS pledge drives. Kirby Criddle needs a car, people.
I think she's talking to. I think she wants my car, maybe. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
I don't want your car. It'll break down.
My
Oh,
car's
okay.
great.
So she's
So why are you getting
she's
rid of
being
it?
choosy and picky about her free car now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is the car that's going to drive my babies around. It cannot break down a block from my house in the wintertime.
Okay, so it's a baby driving car.
Yeah.
That's good.
Right
That's
now,
good.
my baby driving car is my bike, my legs, and a chariot. It's not going to hold up in the wintertime.
And they'll grow up.
Oh, yeah, they get
They'll-
heavy. My
they'll
son
grow
is
up.
7. He's heavy already. Yeah.
So in a perfect world, someone will donate a car to you
Or sell it to me
or sell it to you.
in, like, let me pay them in increments.
Okay, and with the other stories you told me about your songs that are usually about like bad relationships, maybe you guys could have a short relationship, get a car, then they could leave and you could write a bad song, an angry song about them. See, everybody
You could
wins.
write a bad song. That came out wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. You could
go write a
an
bad
angry
song about it.
ill. Thanks, Elias.
No problem.
Wow. You know what I
You
meant.
will not be welcomed back here.
Yeah, this is your last. I'm just joking. You'll forever be on the show, Elias. We'll be like in our 50s. I'll
Yeah,
be like,
right.
tell me about your 27th album, Elias. And
I'll forget about it. I don't even
yeah,
know where I recorded
I'll be like,
it.
where's Smoke Killer? Why?
Smoke Killer will be on that album.
He's been on 106 times, and Stephen McGuire too. And oh, that's weird. We should do some trippy like dream flash forward sequence, but that would take a lot of actors and time, and we just don't have the budget. That'd be funny though, like at
It
the
would-
end of that
I would do that.
Smashing Pumpkins video where they go to the future and then they're all old.
I would get a TV to watch that.
Thank you. That is
would.
like the best compliment ever. Should we get to more music?
Probably a good idea.
Okay.
So this
Do
song.
anything to bail me out of this current conversation.
It's okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I put on my mom voice. It's
That's okay. I will buy you a car.
The mom voice solves everything. The song's called The Driving Song, and it's, I actually don't have my license yet. I'm going for my road test. That's why I need a car. I never wanted to have a car. I wanted to bike everywhere and just be environmentally friendly for a long time. And I'm just realizing with 2 children, it's not that realistic.
Yeah, Mother Nature
in the
could
winter,
take another one for the team.
just for the winter, I'll bike all summer, I promise.
All right.
But yeah, so this song was written during a driving lesson I had a couple years ago.
So you were writing a song during your driving lesson.
Yeah, I was
Maybe why you don't have your license, young lady.
maybe.
All right, I want to hear it though. Take it away.
Got into the car, I turned off all the lights. I was so terrified, I drove so fast, so far. Got into the car, I turned off all the lights. I was so terrified, I drove too fast, too far. I learned to drive in the dark, fingers fumbling nervously, stumbling towards ecstasy. What it was I was afraid of. Got into your heart,
We're burning through time with Kirby Criddle and Elias, and that song once again was
The driving song.
The Driving Song. And we are going to talk to this week's audio engineer in 1 second, but before we do that, the driving song was written while...
Driving a car.
Okay, well that makes sense, but...
I was, my ex was teaching me how to drive. It was my first lesson after, like, driver education in school. And for some reason, he picked nighttime. He thought that would be great, a good idea. Maybe he thought it's dark, I'd see less cars and be less intimidated or something. And he had
like,
this...
I'm going to take her for a nut drive.
Maybe, uh-oh. Whoever is thinking about giving me a car, please don't have that idea. Just not that kind of girl. Anyway, so he had this really crappy Sunfire.
Okay.
This black Sunfire, and sometimes the door would swing open, the driver's door would just swing open for no good reason. We were driving pretty quickly on the highway, and the door just flung open, and I got really scared, and yeah, and then all of a sudden this idea came. So I was like, get my paper, and I had my bag with me. I always have a notebook, and I was like, just write this down, and then we worked on it when I got home, and yeah,
Nice.
it was
This is a
done.
beautiful song.
Thanks.
All right, let's throw it over to the one, the only, the wonderful Mr. Alex Stushinov. Hey, buddy, how's it going this week?
Good. You, Curtis?
I'm doing fantastic. Come on, give Kirby your car. You know you want to.
No.
Come on.
I need that car.
Alex, you could trade her for the bike just for a bit. She's got babies.
Yeah.
She's got babies, Alex.
That'd be my charity for my lifetime right there.
It would be like a pass into heaven, Alex. If you're doing
Free pass?
free pass. I could
take
pretty
one of
much
those.
guarantee you that.
Good karma for life.
It'd be really good karma.
I think doing the show for free pizzas is a pass into heaven right there.
And good karma. I can't argue that. Making it sound so angelic
Oof.
is your pass into heaven. Into cable television heaven anyway.
Yeah.
What are we even talking about? How was the week, Alex? Thanks for coming back.
It's good. It's very good. Just bought a Mac today. I'm pleased to be a consumer.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Curtis?
Oh, I'm having a great time. Thanks for asking. People
Yeah.
so rarely ask me on the show how I'm doing. I guess they
We all know how you're doing.
they all see. you're like those two old guys that sit in the balcony in the Muppet
Exactly,
Show over
yeah.
there, Elias. That's where. Okay, Alex, we are running out of time. Thank you so much for gracing us once again and mixing
No
the show,
worries.
making it sound great as usual.
Thank you.
And I'll
thank
break
you,
him down.
guys.
He'll give you his card by the end of the show. Okay. Yes. Really quickly, because we are running out of time, you shared the stage with a lot of people. I was
Yeah.
skimming through the list. A lot of it was like, yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. Record scratch, Andrew WK.
Yeah.
You can't just that. Set the stage, as it were.
It was Sled Island 2009.
Okay.
I got asked by my good friend Jordan Schroeder over at Jam Union Edmonton to do the show. And I didn't really know who was going to be playing. And yeah, it turned out I was opening for Andrew WK.
Is that like your favorite, or is that like the best? When people say, who have you shared the stage with? Is that like the first one, or who do you say?
No.
If I didn't read the list and I said Kirby Criddle, just for conversation's sake, who have you shared the stage with?
I would say probably
Curtis.
just like Joel Plaskett, The Weaker Thans, Catherine McClellan, Fish and Bird, that kind of stuff. Yeah, mostly Canadian stuff.
Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer.
That's
It's
what
really
you say all the time.
That's what I just
Yeah.
name drop all over.
Actually,
the place.
during every commercial break, he's been texting Josh Palmer. Like, why is he? Why isn't he texting me back? Anyway,
it's
let's
Eli's
get to-
pickup line. I know Josh.
I know
works.
I play in a band with Josh Palmer.
It works, I bet. Next song before we take our last commercial break. Where are we heading?
This song's called 20 Years, and it's about my parents.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Take it away, Kirby Criddle.
So we've played lots of like soft girl songs for you guys. That's guess what we do.
My mother was a mountain, my father was the sea. She thundered him 3 children with lightning in her eyes. I inherited the heart of my father, and I got my mother's pride. I'll always be a wanderer, so I'll never get left behind. So where do you go in 20 years you're gone? Where do you go when you forgot the sum of your fears is not? Where do you go in 20 years you're gone? Where do you go when you forgot the sum of your fears is not? Oh, you are. My mother was a mountain, my father was the sea. She split them into fountains, cleft her into valleys.
We have to take our last commercial break, but we wrap things up with Kirby Criddle and Elias right after this.
The following sponsors are proud to support local community programming on Shaw. Long and McQuaid, 721 43rd Street East, Saskatoon, 244-0509, or online at long-mcquaid.com. Ultimo Euromoto. (204 3rd Avenue South in downtown Saskatoon, 664-6640.
Mr. Sicily Pizza and Pasta is proud to sponsor community programming on Shaw TV. Mr. Sicily, located at the corner of 51st and Miller in the north end of Saskatoon. 975-0345. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirby Criddle.
Shallow, still never goodbye.
We are wrapping things up with Kirby Criddle and Elias. So there it was, 166 episodes later. Here you are on Stripped Down. Did it live up to the hype? Because again, we've been planning this episode since like 2010.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
Awesome.
I'm-
You had nothing to gauge it by. You don't have a TV, so you couldn't have watched and imagined how scary it was.
Well, we were on CTV a few months ago in like early morning, and I watched that online. And I don't like listening to or watching myself ever, so the idea of TV makes me nervous a lot.
I'm sorry to hear that.
This is
Really
really
quickly, if people want to get a hold of your music, so far you have a disc from a couple years ago that has some of the songs on.
Yep,
And then there's another upcoming disc.
right.
And then you're also doing a collaboration with Josh, that disc. So
Yeah.
you're busy. You're back.
Yeah.
Jumped both feet back into the whole music
Totally
thing.
back in, yeah.
Where can people see you next? Do you have shows coming up, or is it like making music time?
It's both. Josh and I are shooting a music video next week sometime, and we're also working on both albums right now. We're going to be playing Co-op Fest in November, and I think we're doing Songs for Supper this year.
Are we?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff coming up. So
Elias is
I
on
didn't
the
get
need to
invited
know.
back. Yeah.
I tell Eli on like week by week, I'll just send him a calendar. This is what we're doing this week.
Elias, always a pleasure.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
gracing us on
Thank
the
you.
Stripped Down stage for a third time. We'll have you back for a fourth.
Sure.
Absolutely.
With the band.
And with the band, yeah?
Yeah, with the band.
We'll do it up. For all things Kirby Criddle, where do people go?
Just type my name in the Google box.
And it'll come up. You're the only one out there?
I think so, yeah.
That's handy. There's like 300 Curtis Andersons. And they're
Yeah.
all cooler than me. Okay, wrapping things up, got to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Ultimo, Euromoda, Mr. Sicily's Pizza, and of course Long and McQuaid, who give us all the cables and the mics and everything. If you want to check out Strip Down, we have a legitimate Facebook page. Just punch Strip Down into the little search thing, and it'll come up, and there'll be photos from tonight even. Yeah, run right
Cool.
now. They'll be on there. It's
Cool.
some weird time travel thing we do here in Strip Down. But anyways, for the last time tonight, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kirby Criddle. Play us out. I will sit over there and silently judge you as you play. People on TV at home don't get to see that part of me.